Oh, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna get through this because, man, it's gonna be a very long weekend of shows coming up. So let's get a lot of these reviews going because it's gonna be a lot of reviews this weekend, and I don't know how many shows I'm gonna be reviewing. So we're gonna start off right now. Impact Wrestling. In a way, this is final hype before the Multiverse of Madness shows. I'm sorry, Multiverse of Matches shows, which I will be watching somehow. Friday night or later on in the night whenever this review is posted up. But yeah, it's a lot of shows to get through. Super Card of Honor and SmackDown if you want to watch that, or if you're watching the Hall of Fame, Friday. I don't know how many shows people are going to be watching, but it's going to be a lot. But with Impact, there is a lot of hype for these multiverse matches shows, and of course Rebellion coming up in the next few weeks. But we did kick it off though with them showing, I guess, footage over the weekend with Moose giving Josh Alexander's wife a spear in the ring, damn near killed her in there, I should say, which Josh Alexander basically stormed into the arena or building and whatnot, given that, Moose speared her in front of his kids, in front of Josh Alexander's kids. So basically he went up to Scott D'Amore. Basically, he wants Moose, but Scott D'Amore says, I sent Moose home. He's not here. And he went to the anthem board, and, they were going to strip Moose of the title and probably fire him. But Josh Alexander, he says, no, it's not going to happen. And, Scott tried to calm down. Like, listen, I knew your wife before you married her. But Josh ended up grabbing him, saying, like, that wasn't your family out there. I want my closure. I want in a ring, and I will take somebody out tonight. So he said Moose better be paying attention. Next, we did officially start the show with the ROH champion, Jonathan Gresham, given that, he still has to defend that Ring of Honor title against Bandito, whether, whoever's going to be the real Ring of Honor champion, but he has the original Ring of Honor championship belt, and talked about why he did come to Impact. He wanted to bring the essence of ROH to professional wrestling, and then talked about, honor no more, and that his foundation was, built from men like him, from guys from CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe, and Eddie Edwards. I guess he just said he will be facing him at Rebellion, so that should be a big match coming up. He represents something different and whatnot, and that Eddie Edwards is no longer the man he once was. Kenny King ended up interrupting them, saying, "You just a puppet, man. You're just stooge for ROH." Which, my friend, he saw Impact, and he said it's almost like he said it was like some house nigga versus field nigga type shit. And given that, Gresham's being the stooge for the company, but Kenny King's being the rebellious one and whatnot. And, talking about Gresham trying to bring prestige and all that, you call yourself the octopus. You got arms and no brains or balls and whatnot. And he says, I don't want no pure rules for, a piece of worthless metal from a dead company, he said. And he said it was going to take out Gresham right now, which we did have a match for both of these guys, which a very good match, might I add. One thing that was being focused on was Kenny King's knee, which it did give out, and Gresham ended up putting it into like a leg submission hold, which pinned Kenny King. He kept trying to break out, was still in submission, but after he tried to, get out of it several times, he ended up not able to get his shoulders up, and Gresham ended up winning the match right after Eddie Edwards attacked him. Then next thing you know, Rocky Romero came out for the save, which probably will end up in a tag match by next week, so might as well get ready for that. They previewed the Multiverse of Matches shows for Impact for later on tonight or tomorrow night. Like I said, whenever you're watching this is a Friday, I'm doing this review, but they basically went over the card for that as the Motor City Machine Guns talked about Bullet Club, Jay White and Chris Bay, basically talking about what's going on and how, I guess, Sabin will be taking on Jay White at the Multiverse of Matches shows. Deonna Purrazzo talked about her champ challenge, so whatever, she's the double champion, it's the Multiverse. Whoever wants to come face it for the Ring of Honor Women or the AAA, we'll find out at Multiverse of Madness, Multiverse of Matches, okay? Swinger and Dice were out there. The Chump Challenge, they called it. So they want to face anyone, say, bring out the next Adrian Adonis, or I guess he was calling, Ziggy Dice a kid, which they end up going against the Good Brothers then, which they end up destroying them. Magic Killer right after then. They basically talked about they will be facing the Briscoes, which, it's kind of funny. I don't know how they're doing this. I know all these shows, when it comes to WrestleCon, or just WrestleMania week, it's like 100 shows at the same time. I'm going to assume that with Ring of Honor show starting early. I guess they're gonna do their match with the Briscoes, and then the Good Brothers will face the Briscoes. Briscoes working a lot this weekend, by the way, too. So they are working big time um, and stuff. But but with them working a whole bunch of matches, I will make sure to see that in the whole thing with the FTR coming up. They also talked about, well, I guess when they were talking about their matches, PCO was in the background in the parking lot yelling for Jonah, looking for him, which they end up brawling with each other, which wasn't a bad brawl. It was pretty good. Jonah powerbombing PCO into the like whatever crate they were. I swear they were at a junkyard damn near, but they were basically at in the parking lot. But the only thing I didn't like about it was just all the music playing. I hated the bad background music. And PCO just kept rising up. He would not go down. And he basically he used Jonah's head and threw it into the car, and then just basically slammed his head into the car several times. And sorry if I'm looking at something else, but shoving it several times, and then he ended up burying him with dirt then with a shovel before the segment ended. So there you go from that. Josh Alexander went against Madman Fulton. What can I say about this? Josh basically destroyed him out there, which Ace Austin didn't even help. He just basically, destroyed Fulton and damn near broke his ankle and whatnot. Ace Austin just kind of left him there. So will he turn on him soon? Most likely. But Mike Bailey was watching in the back. Trey Miguel saying, so this is your friend Ace. How you just left his friend out there? You sure you're on his side and everything? And, basically, Mike Bailey said that, expect the unexpected as he walked away from Trey Miguel, given that they have a triple threat match for that X Division title coming up at Rebellion. Mickey James was cutting a promo, which at the Multiverse of Madness show, it will be her and her husband, Nick Aldis from NWA, which I expected to go against the Cardonas, which the Cardonas did respond, which, saying this is an historic reign. He has Matt Cardona with that digital media title, as Chelsea Green basically saying, I'm not the little sister that always needs help and everything, and we're going to prove why we're the best, pro wrestling power couple right now in all of pro wrestling. Next, Tasha Steelz came out on commentary with Savannah Evans for this Knockouts Battle Royale to see who would get a title shot for the Knockouts belt. Wasn't a bad match, I should say. Basically, Evans and kind of Grace being the powerhouses out there. Just basically throwing everybody in and out of the ring. It came to the final people, which was Rosemary, Lady Frost, and Giselle Shaw out there. Ended up with Rosemary dropping both of them outside, hanging on to the ropes. But might I add, Tasha Steelz is hilarious on commentary. I thought she was really funny. But Rosemary winning the match, and basically will be facing Tasha Steelz next for the championship out there. So looking forward to that match. Violent Design cut a promo. Guess talking about, power and control and, what Diener lost out there. So don't know what's going up with that. Bhupinder Guhar went against Aiden Prince. Basically, Bhupinder ended up getting the win. Not much I could say from this, other than Brian Myers being on the commentary with a little desk. But right after, Myers tried to get away as Morrissey attacked once again. He was going to, powerbomb through the tables, but Aiden Prince's leg got caught there. And then, basically Morrissey powerbombed Prince and left him on the ground then. Masha Slamovich went against Abby Jane in another squash match with Masha Slamovich. So they're easily building her up. So not much I could say from that, but still pretty good. And in the main event, rematch from a week or two ago, Bullet Club, Jay White, and Chris Bay versus the Motor City Machine Guns. This was a great fucking match, okay? And I recommend everybody should go watch this. This was fun. I enjoyed this match, okay? I liked it a lot. It was just really good. Yes, both now have a win piece to piece, but Jay White helping out, trying to get that Blade Runner in and stuff, and even getting Chris Bay out of Cradle Shock, basically hitting him with his half and half suplex, and then Chris Bay hitting the finesse or just the whole big springboard cutter in for the win. So Bullet Club walked out with the win this week, almost getting the same pin thing a few weeks ago, but Bullet Club walked away. So with the dub, so 1-on-1 apiece with wins and stuff. So like I said, not bad match. Really enjoyed that match. Definitely go check that out when you get the chance. Okay. But other than that, like I said, we got a lot of reviews coming up this weekend. I will try to review maybe Multiverse of Madness because my friend is interested in watching the show later on tonight and see what happens there. So we're gonna see. Like I said, it's a very long weekend. WrestleMania. We got hella reviews coming, folks. Watch out. It's going to be a long-ass weekend. So, other than that, I'm out of here. See you guys then. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Hood Knight 890. I'm out. Peace.